Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at Minnesota. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach Brett Brown wants Ben Simmons shooting at least 1 3-pointer per game. His shot's not quite there yet, but Simmons said, in other areas, I'm great. I run the floor. I'm physical. I can rebound. Guard 1 through 5. There's a lot more than just shooting that goes into the game. Kevin, he's right, but he still needs to work on the shooting.
Absolutely, D.A. Thank you. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Beasley is out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Beasley outside. Here's Hernan Gomez, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. Here's Philadelphia. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Wants to get it to Beasley, and does. That one wide left. Pass to Richardson. Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, and clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Now, here's Richardson. Kicks to Horford. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Minnesota off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. And the rejection by Embiid. And he recovers it. No good from Beasley.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Simmons finds Richardson. A nice shot by Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Looking to end the run.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's the hook. Richardson gets a wide open look. And no good. And Minnesota now the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
Oh!
My goodness. You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 9. Harris inside. Simmons looking it over. From deep, Richardson. The offensive rebound and the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. Kogi inside the three-point line. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers leading by 11. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Richardson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Beasley, the pass to Johnson, and stolen by Horford. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Lays it up off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Buries it from three-point range.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
Inside, here's Horford. Johnson with the block, and he's able to get it back. They recover it. Timberwolves trail by 12. Beasley, the pass to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, tell you what, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Outside, Simmons. Harris looking it over. Back to Simmons. 5 on the clock. Here's Embiid. The jump hook. And that one hits back iron. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. There's the lob to Towns. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Richardson. Embiid inside. Johnson's there for 3. Richardson. That shot is off. Like 6 others he's attempted tonight, he has but 1 basket. Johnson kicks to Beasley. That 3 off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And the Timberwolves call time. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Horford. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Here's Reed. And here's Evans outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Off the inbound, and Johnson puts it in.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
The pass to Embiid to the paint. Here's Harris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Vanderbilt the pass to Hernan Gomez. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Philadelphia leading by 12. Harris, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. To the middle. Harris misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Thybulle can't get it to go.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
It's tipped, and he gets it back. Gets it down to single digits. Johnson's got his second bucket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Johnson over to help. Pass to Milton. Back to Burks. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 10.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Johnson dishes to Evans. Pass to Vanderbilt. A 3-ball. There's the call on James Johnson. That's his first foul. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Burks with it. And Culver pulls it down. Here's Layman, guarded by Robinson. Reed the pass to Noel. Shoots over Burks. Shot's good by Noel. There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. Down low. Here's Culver. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Boy, the ceiling is really high for Jared Culver. I mean, this guy has already established himself as an outstanding talent, but he keeps getting better, and I think that's going to continue.
And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Towns, Culver out there with Lehman, and it's Reed in at the 4. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Noel passes to Reed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Harris. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Korkmaz kicks to Burks. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. He's off on that one. Towns, high post. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Burks. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Burks has got his second basket.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Minnesota calls timeout. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And then for Minnesota, Vanderbilt's checked in. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jake Layman. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Noel. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Noel's got 5.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Richardson's checked in for Embiid. Horford kicks to Korkmaz. Now Horford. Richardson outside. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. Horford, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Noel, and the layup falls. Now it's just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Richardson the pass to Horford. Here's Korkmaz. From outside, off the mark. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, the baseline J, and it's Russell missing. Philadelphia leading by 3.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Kicks it out to Richardson. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Russell. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Boy, improving as a two-way threat. It's big when Russell is making an impact on both offense and defense.
The drive by Simmons, and it's in there. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Here's Noel. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
The drive by Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Robinson, and it's Shake Milton in for Korkmaz.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Simmons passes to Richardson. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. Richardson against Beasley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Now, here's Milton. He's tightly guarded. Basket good. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
He gets that one. Beasley's got 5.
Boy, I tell you what, Beasley can really move. I mean, his drives are explosive and sudden. The defense has no way to stop him.
Here's Harris. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot 2s. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or 3s. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Beasley dishes to Johnson. The tray. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Reed's checked in. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Now here's Milton. Not a lot of room. Embiid kicks to Milton. It's stolen. And now Minnesota on the fast break. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Reed.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
In a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Minnesota making a switch here. Culver's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
For 3, Beasley gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
Harris kicks to Thibault. And it's denied. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. .27 seconds left now here in the second. 6 to shoot. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Reed misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
It could go. That'll do it for the first half. 76ers lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Sixers?
The difference to me has been their offense in the paint. When they've had a mismatch, they take full advantage. They're making smart entry passes, not trying to force the ball when the opening is not there.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value.
That about wraps.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. It's deflected and stolen by Horford. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Finished off the break. Simmons got 14 points for the game.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Philadelphia leading by 9. Pass to Embiid. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Over Hernan Gomez. They get it back. And the basket by Horford. He has 5.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Minnesota also with the sub. Noel's checked in. Outside Robinson. Horford in the post. Hernan Gomez covering. 5 to shoot. For 3, Richardson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the pass to Russell. Takes the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Lets a floater go, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Richardson.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Hernan Gomez finds Towns. Can't hit from 12. The 76ers leading by 7. Richardson attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for Josh Okogie. Here's Noel. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball, and Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Russell against Simmons, and Horford wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Noel, and it's sent back by Horford.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
At the elbow, it's Robinson. Here's Simmons. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You know, not sure if he's playing for the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Towns, swiped away. Knocks it loose. Here's Russell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without fouling.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Here's Korkmaz. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside, Horford. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, he is an absolute load inside. When Horford is aggressive, the defense has problems.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Layman, he's checked in for Russell. It's intercepted. Here's Korkmaz. Outside Robinson. Outside Simmons. They swipe it. Here's Noel. Up and in on the layup. Noel's got 9.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 7. Reed the pass to Culver. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Robinson. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now, here's Thybulle. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now, here's Burks. Tight defense on him. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
Culver passes to Reed. Culver kicks to Layman. Another miss by Minnesota. The 76ers leading by 7. Launches a three. And Layman pulls it down. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Boy, the baskets keep coming for Beasley. I like how assertive he's being tonight on offense.
Pass to Horford. Thybulle on the wing. And that one drops for him. And here's Culver. To the middle. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Thybulle in the corner. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 7. Reed, the pass to Johnson. Yep, that one goes in there. Johnson's got 8.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Thybulle kicks to Embiid. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Goes up again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Al Horford has demonstrated great leadership both on and off the floor throughout his career. A seasoned veteran, you love having him on your team.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Embiid.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Fires the 3. Drains the three-pointer. He has 7.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Towns. Kicks it out to Evans. Pass to Russell. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Thybulle, the pass to Horford. Banked in off the glass. Horford's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Passes it to Okogie. He tries for 3. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Evans left side. The pass to Okogie. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And good that time. Burks has got 8.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Outside, Russell. Pass to Towns. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Towns in at the 5, down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Burks with it. They double him with Russell. It's picked off. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Beasley, and he lays it straight in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. Second shot opportunity. Hernan Gomez, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And that one's good. Towns.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Out to Harris for 3. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Okogie. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
He's jacked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Burks. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Inside. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Reed.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's the pass to Noel. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Johnson kicks to Culver. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Richardson getting points in transition, easy buckets, thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Richardson. First one falls for him.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Here's Noel. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got assist number 5 here tonight.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Pass to Embiid. Simmons trying to get open. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 7. Evans passes to Johnson. Over Harris. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. 10 points for James Johnson.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates. And if they're open, they get the ball.
And stolen by Harris. And here they come. Some room here for Richardson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Timberwolves trail by 9. It's Evans on the wing. Richardson cover. Noel, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Basket counts. The 76ers leading by 9. Richardson outside. The dish now to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Here's Korkmaz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson. Simmons left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 22.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Evans. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. Philadelphia shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Reed misses. Poked away. Pass to Noel. To the inside. Reed misses. Reed's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Passes to Richardson. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Richardson outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Towns. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Down low. Rebound, Minnesota. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:35 left in the game. Simmons against Towns. Towns with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Count it.
You know, defensively, you've got to respect Towns' jumper. I mean, that creates driving lanes for him because you do have to guard him because he'll make you pay if you don't.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
Here's Russell with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Russell's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Harris. Okogie, the pass to Towns. And it's good. 2 points.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Horford. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Russell.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Timberwolves passing it around. No good from Beasley. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're down by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Burks against Evans. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Neto. So the 76ers win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and...